Good morning, children. Today we will study about the rise of intermediaries. Rise of intermediaries. In this, we'll study two sectors: organized sector and unorganized sector. Organized sector, it is registered sector of financial intermediaries. These are registered sector and they basically follow the norms and policies formulated by the Reserve Bank of India, which is also famously called RBI. So RBI is the Central Bank of India. All of us know that RBI is the Central Bank of India, which was established on 1st April 1935. RBI uses monetary policy to create financial stability in India. So how the RBI uses the monetary policy to control the financial stability in India, you'll study in macroeconomics. But RBI uses the monetary policy to create financial stability in India. Now, organized sector are of two types, is divided into two parts, that is the capital market intermediaries and the money market intermediaries. Capital markets is the market for medium and long term. So if a person wants a loan for the medium and long term, he will get the loan from the capital market. The capital market consists of development banks. So all the development banks come under the capital market. Stock exchange, that is the share market of India. Then UTI, insurance company, agricultural financial institutions and non-banking financial corporations, all these will come under the capital market, who give the loans for the medium and long term. Then money market intermediaries, these are for the short term. So short term funds are provided by the money market intermediaries, which deals with the monetary assets like the treasury bill, commercial paper, call money, commercial bill, whose period of maturity is up to 1 year. So all those financial or monetary assets whose maturity is for 1 year is basically given by the money market intermediaries. They are basically the treasury bill. You'll study in the later chapter what is the treasury bill, commercial paper, call money and commercial bill. Money market intermediaries include RBI. So who are the money market intermediaries? That the intermediaries who give the loan for 1 year or less than 1 year are basically the RBI, commercial bank, cooperative banks, post office, savings. The first bank in India was started, the Bank of Hindustan, which was established in 1770, and then it was liquidated, dissolved or closed in the year 1829 to 1932. So this was all about the organized sector. Now come to the unorganized sector. This sector is not directly controlled by the RBI. We studied that here the RBI controls the organized sector, but here the RBI doesn't controls the unorganized sector. This sector includes money lenders. So who are present in this? Money lenders, indigenous bankers, pawn brokers, traders and landlords are there, who also provide the loan to the people to fulfill their needs, and they come under the unorganized sector. There is a case of entry, small case of operation, local ownership, uncertain legal status. What are the features of this? They operate on a small scale. Then local ownership, local people are the owners of this, and there is no legal status, uncertain legal status. It is labor intensive and operating using lower technology, no higher technology like computers and other things are used. It is, and the very flexible pricing, more rate they take, and then whenever there is need they take the less rate also. So this was all about the unorganized sector. Now what are the functions of the financial intermediaries? Who are the financial intermediaries? Basically the RBI, Development Bank, Stock Exchange of India, Insurance Company, Agricultural Financial Institutions, NBFC, all these are financial intermediaries. What are their functions? The first is liability asset transformation. These institutions, they accept the deposit as the liability. They take the deposit from the customers and convert them into loans, which is an asset. Second is size transformation. they provide large loan on the basis of numerous small deposits. So small deposit is taken from the customers and given large loan is given to the big industries or the businessmen. Maturity transformation, they offer these customers alternate form of deposit. Various types of deposits is offered by these intermediaries and investment schemes according to their risk taking ability. So according to the risk taking ability and liquidity preference, these intermediaries provide small deposit schemes or various types of alternate deposit schemes to their customers, in which they deposit the money and then the borrower comes and take the money on a large scale for a desired maturity period. Now the last one is risk transformation. These intermediaries, that is the banks, RBI, commercial banks, they distribute risk through diversification. They diversify their portfolios, they diversify the loan they give to the businessman, they give to the small shopkeepers, various places they diversify loan, which substantially reduce the risk of the savers. As a result, the savers who have deposited the money in the bank, their risks get reduced. To learn this much, thank you.